Sorry for that. So yeah, this is the one that I have clicked. So it's Windows Forms App, and then it's Windows Forms App.NET Framework. Okay, so just click this one and then click next. Okay, so was I able to answer your question, Mr. Giovanni? All right, how about the others? Do you guys have a question so far? All right, so once you're done with that, then it will give you this kind of interface, a blank interface. Okay, so in here, the one that we are going to look for is this component. Okay, so initially your toolbox is on this upper left, but in my case, I always put that one on the right side because I don't want the toolbox to overlap or, call this one, yeah, overlapping or blocking my form interface right here. So if you're a beginner, so you can always go with, okay, let me just minimize everything. Okay, so if you're a beginner, of course, I don't know the names of the components yet. So just go to the all Windows forms. So this all Windows forms contains everything. Okay, all of the components that is inside of these common controls, containers, menus, and toolbars, etc., etc. Okay, so this is where you can find all of the components that you can put on your component tray. Okay, so the first thing that you might want to, check is the button. So just drag and drop it, and maybe a label also. So as you guys can see, it's already arranged alphabetically. So as long as you know the name, then you'll be able to find it easily. So we have here the label. What else? Picture box. So it's letter P. Okay, right there where you can upload a picture on this picture box right here. So just choose image, go to local resource, and then click import. So in my case, I have some photos on the pictures. So let's upload this one, Mr. Kaneki. And then you guys, as you guys can see, this one is not fitting the picture very well, or the picture box quite well. So the thing that you need to do is just change the size mode from normal. Okay, just click this one, uh, play a mini play button on the upper right. Okay, and change that one into stretch image. So in that case, whatever is the size of your picture box will fit the, or the picture will fit onto it. Okay, so yeah, and what else? Well, mostly you will only use those basic components. And then, yeah, one more thing. You will also be needing text box. So if you guys already know the name, you can easily type it on the search toolbox right here on the search bar. So just type text box, and then you will see here the text box. Okay, just drag and drop. So you can also resize this one. Okay, so initially it's on a single line. If you want to have a multi-line, just click this play button again on the upper right, and then check this multi-line. In that case, it is now like in a paragraph form. Okay, so it will now accept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 rows maybe. Unlike before, if you will uncheck this one, it's just a single line text box. Okay, and for the rest, so you'll also be needing checkbox and then a radio button. Okay, and then for the others, so you guys might not be needing them anymore since you are still starting to do some basic steps. So if you are done with the basics, then you can now maybe search more on how to use event log, error provider, what else? This combo box right here, the drop down button, the link label, the list box, etc., etc. Okay, but for now, let's find the this one. All right, so I guess the name of that one is group. Group box. Okay, so it's not group box. So the group box that I'm talking a while ago, oops, right here, is the one that has a label. Okay, so this one is like a panel also, but a panel is just a blank uh, group, okay, or a blank panel. Okay, unlike this one has a title on it. So if you guys will check this one has a name, available pizza. So the one that you should use is a group box. Okay, this one, because you can change the name of this group box right here, into any name that you want. Okay, so just look for text and then right beside it you can edit that one, and then you will be able to change the title or the header of that one. Unlike in panel, it's just a blank panel, okay, or a blank background. So the thing that you can do in here is you can change the back color. So maybe you can change it into blue. So yeah, it's just a background color. So unlike in a group box, it has a title and you can also change the background color, of course. So yeah, there you go. And what else? So we already have the checkbox. And for the radio button, okay, you can also search it. So yeah, just drag and drop. And you can also change the name of that radio button into something else. There you go. Or you can just simply remove it. Okay, so again, make sure to click that specific component before you can go to its properties. Okay, so in here I will remove the text because that is the one that you'll be needing in creating this one. So this is a really button that doesn't have a label. Okay, but for the checkbox, so this one has a name, cheese, beef, bacon. So yeah, just click that one and then change that checkbox one into cheese. So there you go. So you now have this component right here. Okay, so that one is inside of the group box. Okay, now going back to this component right here. So let's look into it. So I think it's tab control if I'm not mistaken. Tab control. So let's check this one. Okay, so yeah, it's tab control. Okay, so we have here the first tab page and then the second tab page. So you can add more right here on the collection. Okay, so just click this triple dot right here and then you will be able to add another tab page. So for the first one, you can edit the name of that one right here. So look for text. Yeah, right here, text. So this name right here is different from text. So if you're changing the name, the one that you're changing now is the object name. Okay, but for the text right here is the one that it contains. Okay, so or the one that a user will be see. Okay, so in here we are changing the text of that tab page. So for the first one, so it's called series. Or the second one, it's called parallel. Okay, and then for the third one, it is called combination. Okay, there you go. So you now have three different tabs. So if you have the components here on series, so let's say inside it we have this picture, and then inside the parallel we have this panel right here, and then for the combination we have this group box right here. So yeah, that's how you put those different components right here. Okay, so yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, and for the picture right here, well, you can use your snipping tool, and then inside it you can of course put here a picture box where you can put something like this picture box where you can put the circuit layout. Where is that one? Yeah, circuit layout is one for the series, and then this one for the parallel and for the combination. Okay, and then the rest are, I guess, already super easy. Okay, for the text box, you can just explore it right here for the back color. Okay, let's change it into yellow. And then for the font size, you can change it right here on the font. Click the triple dot. You can choose any font uh, style that you want, and then what is the I don't know, but they call this one font, and then this one is font style. But yeah, that's how they call it. But this one is the font style, and then this is the effects, the bold, italic, etc., etc. And then the last one is size. Okay, so you can change it into 20, so you can have a larger text box. All right, so I guess that's it for the lab number 7 and 8. So are we clear so far? Are you guys able to follow?
Yes, sir.
What about the others? Just give me a thumbs up if you can follow, and then just raise your hand. Feel free to raise your hand if you have a question.
Sir, how about the values?
Values of what?
How did you get those values, sir?
For the lab number 8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in here I will not be discussing on how to compute the series and parallel and combination anymore. Do you guys have a subject electrical circuits? Are you guys done with that already or not yet?
No, sir.
Oh, that's a problem. So supposedly elect circuits muna, and or kung hindi man dapat kasabay. Yeah. Well, for the series, I think it's super easy. For the parallel, it's also easy. However, in combination, you're going to have a uh, harder time to solve this one maybe. Because for the series, for the R1, R2, and R3, just add all of them. So you can search for a website called All About Circuits. This is where I always check the topics when it comes to circuits. So just continue to site, and where's the search button? Or maybe you can just type here all about circuits and then series circuit. Okay, and then it will lead you to its specific uh, website for a series circuit. So I would like you guys to check this one out. This one is for the series on how to solve a simple series. In here, it will teach you how to get the total current, uh, the current on the R1, the voltage on the R1. Okay, voltage on the R1 is the same with the voltage drop. Okay, VR1. Okay, how to get the R total. What else? Yeah, those only. And then how to get the individual voltage drops. And how about the current? I guess it's right here. So yeah, and how to get the individual currents. So in here we have 500 micro, 500 microamps, 500 microamps, etc., etc. Okay. And for the parallel, so of course, right after this one, okay. So in here, right after this one, you can just click this one, then it will lead you to simple parallel circuit. Okay, so this is another tutorial on how to solve the voltage, the current, the resistance on this parallel circuit. Okay, so yeah, and then what about the combinational? For the combinational, because combinational is combination of series and parallel. So maybe we can type here series parallel. Because if I were to explain this one by one, on how to solve series parallel and then series parallel, it will took us maybe 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay, which was not supposed to be under COMPFP1 because it's purely programming. Well, it's programming, but you still need the basics when it comes to electrical circuits, physics, etc., etc. Okay, so in here it's still under uh, all about circuits. So we have here series and parallel. Here's parallel. Let me just check. This is parallel. This is all right. So here we have example of series parallel. Okay, so it could be series parallel or parallel series. So both of them are just the same. It's just that whichever is the first one, it just indicates that there's more series connection than parallel connection. So it's vice versa. If we have parallel series, then we have more parallel connection than series connection. Okay. So yeah, if this one is not enough, you can visit uh, organic chemistry, organic chemistry series. So this one is more on discrete math and then physics series circuit tutorial. Ah yeah, so he is also teaching. This one, the organic chemistry tutor. So this one is a very good tutor. He's the one that I'm always watching if I want to refresh the knowledge that I've learned before. So yeah, just check this one. So it will guide you step by step on how to solve a series parallel and then a series parallel. All right. So yeah. So there are even commentators here saying that I'm listening with my instructor for 1 sem. It's like 6 months, and they've learned nothing. But with this 30-minute video, it's like they've already learned everything. Okay. So yeah, just make sure to visit this one. Okay. So yeah, it will teach you from the very basic up to at least maybe intermediate. So make sure to visit this one also. So again, it's under the organic chemistry tutor, and then the title of this YouTube tutorial is series and parallel circuits. Okay. So in that case, you'll be able to learn how to solve series, parallel, and then combination. Okay. So I hope I was able to help regarding with your concern, Mr. Giovanni. Mr. Giovanni, are you there? All right. Okay, so for the lab number 7, if you want to, start programming this one already, so I have uploaded here. Have uploaded here the, where is that one? Mm, oh, so it's already on week 6 actually. So maybe I can create another copy, I guess. But anyway, so for the lab number 7, if you guys would like to see the final output, so it's under week 6, but I haven't published it yet, so you won't be able to see it. Anyway, let me just show this one to you guys. So it's also an application which is already completed. So just download that one and then open it and then run it. Okay, there you go. So this one is already the working application or program of the lab number 7 that you're going to create. Okay, so this one is actually your lab number 9. Okay, lab number 10 is this one right here, electrical circuits. And then for this one, so for the text boxes, you don't need to put anything. Okay, so you can leave it blank. So uh, what I'm concerned about is this one, this checkboxes, and then these are radio buttons. So this is your first step in on how to program this pizza ordering system. So if I click Supreme, so initially this one is actually disabled. Okay, so if I click Supreme, if I check this one will be enabled. Okay, so I can now choose either small, medium, or large. So let's just say that that is the only order of your customer. then you can now click for compute total amount. So it will show you the amount of that medium size supreme pizza, which is 250 pesos. If you want, or if the customers want to add more, let's say veggie lovers, and then he's going to order small size of pizza of that one, just click this one again, compute total amount. So this one is 100 pesos, so this one now became 100, I mean 350 pesos, so it's plus 100. So let's say your customer would like to cancel his or her order on this veggie lovers, then he can always uncheck that one. So in that case, it will also uncheck, or it will reset these radio buttons right here. So if I click this compute total amount, then it will go back to 250 pesos. Okay. So yeah, that's the functionality of this checkbox right here to enable and disable these radio buttons right here. Okay. So if your customers would like to order all of the pizzas with different sizes, so you can also do it. Okay. And then by default, it's under thick. Okay. So if you will go with thin, so we all know that thin is much more expensive. Well, in my case, it's just a plus 30, I guess. A plus 50 pesos only. So yeah, just to show that thin size pizza is much more uh, expensive. So this one is not actually complete yet, since we've ordered 5 thin pizzas, crust type of pizzas, but it only added 50 pesos. So thick is 850, or the normal one is no additionals, but when it comes to thin, just additional of 50 pesos. So yeah, so this one should be integrated each one of those radio buttons. Anyway, just do something like that. Just an additional 50 pesos, just to show that this one is much more expensive. And then for the additionals, so you can choose, let's say, bacon, beef, and then you can add more. Okay. And then for the pasta, so you can say order pancit palabok and then special pancit bihon and compute amount, and then it will be added to the compute total amount. So for the drinks, by default, you have already ordered a glass or mug. So yeah, your food right here always comes with the drinks. So that's why by default we already have the highlighted drinks right here. So you cannot cancel this one out. Okay, so you can choose either one of those. Okay, so that's the difference between a checkbox and then a reader button. So reader button is like required. Well, you can add another uh, checkbox right here. Just to remove this one if you want. So the same with this one, it will disable this one, and then at the same time, it will remove the highlighted or the checked radio button. Okay, and yeah, that's it for the functionalities of this lab number 9. And then for the close program, so it's just the same with this X button right here. So you can choose any of those to close that program. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys have already an idea on how to do the laboratories. Okay, so we only have 1, 2, lab 7, 8, 7 and 8, and then all right. So 4 labs only. Lab number 7 and 8 for the week 4, and then no laboratories for the week 5. So don't you guys worry. You guys have plenty of time to finish your lab number 7 and 8. So it's until June 11. So I gave you guys exactly 2 weeks to finish the interfaces. And then for your quizzes, okay, so I have already published it. So you can start doing it right now. So the deadline is also June 11. Okay, first quiz and second quiz. So notice this one, sit break number 1 and sit break number 2. You can actually find that one right here. So just look for sit break number 1 right here. Oops. There you go. So this is your first quiz. You already have here the sample interface, and then the sample inputs, and then the expected output. Okay. So again, I guess I have already mentioned that one on my 3 hour and 45 minute video, but you guys should change this one into inductor, okay? Because we don't have conductor in here. Okay, so this one should be inductor. Okay, so the same with this one on the outputs. Uh, this conductor should be inductor. Okay, so that's the only correction with this set break number one, which will serve as your. Oops, it is now lagging. Okay, which will serve as your first quiz, and then for the second quiz, so that is actually your sit break number two. Sit break number two. Oops, right here. There we go. So this is your second quiz. Okay, so the instruction is already in here. All you need to do is create a program which accepts two inputs, and then will also give us two outputs. Okay, so one input is for the letter A right here, and then another input is for the letter B. So those are the minor and major axes, and then the outputs that I would like to see is the area, okay, in which we already have here the formula, and then the circumference, okay. And this one, so I didn't require this one anymore. So yeah, just sit break number one and sit break number two for module 7. Are we clear so far, or do you guys have a question? Hello, hello. Are we clear so far, or do you guys have a concern or clarification? Wala na kayong lahat? Kumakain na kayong lahat? Okay.
Not yet, sir.
How about give me a thumbs up if just to let me know that you guys are in front of your computers. Okay. So one, two, three, four, four only, five, and then the others are away from their computers. So maybe they are doing something, watching a movie, playing a game. Yan ang hirap sa online distance learning eh. Hindi ko alam kung nandiyan kayo eh. Alright, so are we clear so far with your quizzes and your laboratories?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as early as of now, I am telling to you guys the things that you guys need to do, since as you guys may all know, we only have 3 weeks before your final exam. Okay, and I know, programming is not that easy to understand, so I would like us to finish the modules as early as possible, so you guys can have more time to conduct a research, maybe do a lot of self studies, experiments with the programs, etc., etc. So you guys can uh, learn more or understand more how to or how programming works. Okay, so yeah, that's it for the first quiz and second quiz. And then for the case study number 5, so the deadline of this one is June 2. So make sure to read this PDF and then watch the video before answering this one. So some of you have already answered this one. Well, yeah, just try to watch the tutorials first so that you can have a background, at least a little, so that you'll be able to know on how to answer this case study number 5. All right, so I guess I will not discuss the module 8 anymore, since just only half of you, I think 4 or 5 of you were able to start watching the watch videos or the VB this YouTube tutorial right here. So I would like you guys to use the remaining time, okay, until tomorrow. Okay, so I'm giving you guys a total of 8 hours. So this meeting right now, and then tomorrow another 4 hours to watch this video right here, so that once we started our meeting next week, which will be on Tuesday, you guys already know how to program a basic program. Oops. Start with the basics. Start with the 1 plus 1 and 1 minus 1, etc., etc. Okay, so you will appreciate it if you're seeing that your program is working. Okay, so yeah, for now, just experiment, just search on how to, maybe use or resize or anything that you can search on the internet on how to uh, use Visual Basic or Visual Studio. Well, you can already watch it on the video that I have uploaded, but this one is super long. But if you can find a 10-minute video which explains the components, then better. All right, so we still have 4 minutes time remaining. So that's all for now, and then let's just meet again next week, Tuesday. So do you guys have a question so far?
None, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So if ever that you guys have encountered a problem, or if you have a question or clarification, so feel free to message me anytime. Okay. So I always respond once I saw that I have a message on my inbox. Okay. Or if you want a faster way of communication, you can always message me to my Facebook account. Okay. All right. So to those who doesn't have a question anymore, you may now go, and then let's just meet again next meeting. I mean next week. Okay, it's coming Tuesday. So we will not meet tomorrow. Okay. So use the time to uh, do a self study. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you too for coming. And so yeah, goodbye, and see you guys next week.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, and thank you too. Thank you too. Oh, Mr. Haniel, we are already done with the meeting. But it's not it. Anyway, so goodbye.